And we begin tonight with new details about a blast that left a man dead at the TSMC plant under construction in North Phoenix. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. We've had Jonathan McCall at the scene since this was breaking news on 12 News at 4. Jonathan is live outside the North Phoenix plant right now with the latest on the investigation. Jonathan?
Hey, Mark Karibe, good evening. On 12 News at 6:30, we showed you that the Phoenix Police Crime Scene Unit was arriving here as part of an investigation. We did know exactly what that was. We're just now learning, literally just before coming on air tonight, that a worker involved here at the plant has died from his injuries. According to Phoenix Police, here's what we do know. That driver was involved in an incident that happened here at the plant around 2:30 this afternoon. That driver was hauling what is now being described as waste material inside of a tractor trailer. He has been identified as 41-year-old Cesar Anguano Gitron. Authorities say that he was taken to the hospital where he later died from his injuries. Again, apparently that man was involved, was a driver hauling some type of waste material here at TSMC when something happened. According to TSMC, they're calling it an internal pressure release. They're no longer calling it an explosion. According to TSMC, they're calling it an internal pressure release, but something happened here. When that incident happened earlier this afternoon, a number of agencies, including Phoenix Police, Phoenix Fire, and potentially OSHA, now investigating how this all happened. A $40 billion investment, now the scene of a horrific accident. An explosion at the TSMC plant in North Phoenix, seriously injuring a worker Wednesday afternoon. Sky 12 over the plant as fire crews from Phoenix, Glendale, and Daisy Mountain swarmed the scene. Sources telling 12 News the incident was an intentional pressure release.
The next step is typically that a fire marshal will get involved to assess the impact based on fire or chemical or explosion and how that affected the incident. And then OSHA is typically notified.
Chip Darius is an occupational safety and health consultant. A worker who talked to 12 News off camera said there have been a number of safety concerns at the plant. 12 News searching through records from the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, also known as OSHA, and learned since 2022 the federal agency has investigated 3 cases at the plant. 2 of the cases center around safety issues and remain under investigation. One of those cases was as recent as January of this year.
The second question is, are there similar circumstances where another event like this might take place?
In a statement to 12 News, TSMC says the injured man worked for a waste disposal company and said, quote, "No TSMC employees or on-site construction workers have reported any related injuries." President Joe Biden has praised TSMC as part of his CHIPS Act. The plant will produce microchip parts for electronics. Just last month, the Biden administration provided more than $6 billion to expand the plant to make chips here in the U.S. But there have been reports of several delays. 12 News anchor Allison Rodriguez recently got a behind-the-scenes tour of the construction.
We're doing on this portion of Fab 2, we're digging a hole in the ground, we're pouring concrete, and we're erecting steel. And we're very close to finishing up, and we're planning on being complete by the end of May.
So as we were telling you at the top of the newscast, Phoenix Police just releasing more details about this investigation. Something else they also just included as part of their update. They're saying that the man who was killed, again, he has been identified as 41-year-old Cesar Anguano Gitron. Apparently, he was transporting waste material away from this construction site inside of a tractor trailer when he was made aware of something that was happening underground while he was inspecting that equipment, which is when that uncontrolled pressure release happened. We're told that he was hit by a blunt object and then thrown 20 feet from the trailer where he did suffer those life-threatening injuries. Again, information just into the 12 newsroom tonight. Lots of information and lots of details to sort through, and this investigation will likely continue for some time. But for now, we're live tonight in North Phoenix. I'm Jonathan McCall, 12 News.
Jonathan, thanks. New tonight, a student at Mesa High School was